There's a Wocket in my pocket by Dr. Seuss.
Did you ever have a feeling there's a wasket in your basket? Or a Nero in your burrow? Or a was-it in your closet? Sometimes I feel quite certain there's a curtain in the curtain. Sometimes I have the feeling there's a lock behind the clock. And that Zelf up on that shelf. I have talked to him myself. That's the kind of house I live in. There's an ink in the sink. And a zamp in the lamp. And they're rather nice, I think. Some of them are very friendly, like the yacht in the pot. But that yodel in the bottle, some are friendly and some are not. I like the Zabel on the table and the gear under the chair. But that Bofa on the sofa, well, I wish he wasn't there.
All those nubbers in the cupboards, they're good fun to have about.
But that toothbrush on my toothbrush, him I could do without. The only one I'm really scared of is that rug under the rug. And that Quinny up the chimney. I don't like him, not at all. And it makes me sort of nervous when the doll scoots down the hall. But the yeps on the steps, they're great fun to have around. And so are many, many our friends that I have found. Like the teller and the neller and the geller and the deller and the beller and the weller and the zeller in the cellar. And the gilling on the ceiling.
And the zower in my shower.
And the zello on my pillow. I didn't care if you believe it. That's the kind of house I live in, and I hope we never leave it. Why do you like to read? Because you learn from books.
What's your favorite book and why?
My favorite books are science books, and that is because I want to know more about science. What types of books do you like?
Science books, dinosaur books, and all the learning books in the world.
Where do you find a good book?
In the library, because it has a whole bunch of fun books.
Why is reading at Tomaso? Because it's just so fun, and you could read for how many minutes you want, and you have a timer so you can read, and your mom or dad has to change how many minutes you have to read, or seconds. Why do you like to read? Because it's so fun, and I like to read unicorns. What type of books do you like? I like Fancy Nancy books. Oh! Why is reading important?
It's because it helps you learn more about other things in your life. Okay. Why do books help you read?
It helps you read because you get to learn more about books and all that and everything else.
Why is learning and reading fun?
Because I can write stuff and it helps me read when I can read the questions in my storybook. Where do you like to read, Victoria?
In my special hiding place under my dad's bed.
Why is learning and reading fun?
Because it helps you learn about more things. And it's so fun.
Wow. I said wow. Wow.